How's it going, everyone? KingBlackToof here. So Gamescom is just about wrapping up now, but one of the first videos that I did from Gamescom was the Harold the Cripple video featuring Axeman and such.
To arms, all of yous!
And I'm afraid to say I did a bit of a bamboozle on you in that video. Okay, so I showed Harold, that was fine, but I also showed Axeman. But I couldn't reveal anything about the Axeman because the information hadn't come out from Gamescom at that point. So I had to show footage in such a scripted way that it looked like the Axeman hadn't changed, but in fact it had. So you'll understand that. I'm going to reveal what the Axeman now does because it has changed and we've seen it now. So here's the picture, and hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm looking at. So yes, if we zoom in on this guy's glasses, we can see a reflection. Okay, so if we enhance the image now, we can see the reflection of the person who took the photo. So again, if we zoom in on the camera on the device that he used, and then enhance again, we can see this, which is the Axeman, and its text, and enhance again, CSI style, and we've got its ability. So the Clan Tursac Axeman, it's a Tursac unit, it's a soldier, so this will get buffed up by the Clan Tursac veteran. It's 3 power to start, I believe in this image it's the second round. It's got veteran 1. Its ability, whenever an enemy on the opposite row is damaged, boost south by 1, and when deployed gain 2 armor. So this is the big change to Axeman, and it does mean a lot, it does mean an awful lot. It only actually gets boosted by enemies on the opposite row. So you have to place it on the melee, ranged or siege, and you have to hit units on the opposite row for it to get boosted. Now this is going to dramatically reduce its value because it's not going to get as high as possible. People can avoid it. There are a lot of agile units out now, which means also you can't necessarily play these as early as you might normally do so. You have to kind of see where they're placing the majority of their units, unless the deck is very scripted, like dwarfs, for example. They all go on the melee row. You've got a lot of Morkvarg or geared skirmisher, Skellige stuff that goes on the melee row as well. So you can kind of predict some rows like you would do with maybe Dagon Weather, but you do have to kind of guess, and people can avoid when they're placing more units. People can move. There is a bit of movement tech involved. You know, Squirtau can use the dwarves that move units to pull them out of Axeman range. And so not only do you have to place the Axeman, you have to place the weather in the right row as well. And if one of those gets changed, then you're not going to get much benefit. So the Axeman has sort of dramatic nerf from just the fact that it's on the opposite row, I feel. And I don't know. It's gonna hurt it a lot, I think. Now, Skellige don't really have much movement tech themselves, so you can't necessarily reposition your Axeman very well. Now, you do have things like decoy, and you have a Doragari who can spawn a Drowner, which could move your Clan Tursac unit, unless the Drowner specifically only moves enemies, but I think it can move allies as well. So you've got very limited repositioning in Skellige, so it's really going to be difficult to use these, and they're not going to be as overpowered as they used to be, which I think is a great change. It's a good change. It's in the middle ground of not taking away the whole idea of them, but it does minimize a little bit the effectiveness of them. So what do you think? I think it's I think it's a nice middle ground to test, see how it goes. I mean, it's very possible that no one will take it because they just think it's too hard. They are removable, and you know, they're lockable and they're mushroomable, and you know, you're not going to get massive value if they're not on the right row, so maybe it's just too much, but it's nice to test, and if they don't work out, then, you know, maybe Siege of Project Red can do something else about them, but, you know, I think this is a good start. Don't forget, they are defendable with their veteran, with the Clan Tursak veteran, but what do you think? Thanks for watching, guys, take care, and I'll see you again very soon.
Pam param, pam pam param.